All right, guys, I got a brand new Kryptonite evolution from Rodney here. Everything except the key, and that's okay because Rodney bought this, and he also bought one of the new Sparrows disc detainer picks. Says he didn't have any luck getting inside of this, and he noticed I'd picked one before, but I'm not so sure. This one looks to be updated. I think mine was perfectly round, and this one's kind of oval-shaped. These, I don't recall. I think this is an update. These, by the way, this is a rated 8 on a scale of, I guess, 1 to 10. Very heavy chain, but I also don't remember it being quite this deep. So I don't know if this is maybe an upgraded lock. So who knows? Let's find out if we can get into it. What I can tell you is that when the lock is deep inset inside of the body like this one is, it could be a problem. So what I would normally do, I'm just going to loosen this guy up and extend him all the way out, and then just kind of snug him down. I want to get the depth right. So I'm going to align the tip of the pick, and I'm just going to slide him in there until, and I want to make sure I am able to tension. Okay, they at least haven't changed that. So now, once I've got it engaging, what I will now do is loosen these guys up and then slide it down a little bit, a little more reasonable to right about there, and then just snug them back up. And now I've got my depth on the lock, on the pick set. Let me pull them out. Come out of there. And you can see that is pretty deep. I'm going to really snug these things down. I don't want that thing sliding. All right, I'm going to make sure I've got plenty of play on the pick, and it looks like I probably do. I'm going to align the tip of the pick with the prongs. And let's go ahead and zero these discs so I know exactly where we're going to be starting. Double check. And you know, these discs do look awful thin. I wonder if they changed the design on those and thinned out the discs. Might make them a little harder to get placed on. This is still a really thin pick, so I don't think we'll have any trouble. All right, let's slide it in there. Find that first disc. And then what I want to do is get on that first disc and then back it up until I lose all tension and then put it back forward a little bit. I only want to grab disc number 1, and I think that's working there. All right, oop, it just fell off. There we go, that ought to get it. All right, let me zoom in a little. Maybe you guys can see what's going on and help me out here. I again have lost the tension. The tip of that may not be grabbing enough. That may be part of Rodney's problem, and it may be my problem too, who knows. All right, let's see what we got here. I've already rotated them fully clockwise. Now I need to go counterclockwise. So what I'm going to do is just move around until I... All right, that's not working too good. Let's rotate this and make sure our pick is free floating. And he doesn't appear to be. Ah, no wonder. I got him trapped in there. All right. So, failure number 1. Now, all right. So now it's floating free. All right. So I'm going to apply pretty heavy tension, and I'm going to try to force these discs to bind up. And then I'm just going to move along until I find what I think is the first disc. You got to be careful on this end, though. You don't want to get stuck in the prongs like you saw I was stuck a minute ago. So don't put too much crazy pressure on it. Okay, right there I believe is a disc. Let's try it. Whoa. Fell off the disc. I believe these are a little thinner. Okay, nice click there, and it feels like a gate. Okay, let's go to the next guy. Get on there. Okay, he just mushed all the way around, so I didn't feel him popping any gate. I'm going to put him back. And I did feel a little clunk there, so that may be where he belongs. Let's go to the next one. We can always come back. So remember, disc 2 is not rotated. Disc 3 is right on the line, and that was pure luck. Okay, nice click. And that feels like a little gate there. Okay, this next one oddly does not line up on the line. I don't know why. Nice click. Again, we're even further misaligned if you've been paying attention. That the disc, I think, oh, there we go. The discs in here, I believe, are a little bit thinner than we're used to, because when lockpicking lawyer and I designed this pick, we measured the discs, and that's what these lines represent. So I believe the discs, Rodney, in this one are a little bit thinner, and when you combine that with how deep the lock is inset inside of the body, you know, makes it extra difficult. The other thing is, if there's a little bit of variation in the length of these tips, if yours are not quite long enough, maybe you're not snagging that first tensioning disc. If that's the case, just get a file and take a little off. I've done it to another one of my picks here. I mean, I really had one deep inset inside of, I think it was an Hermes lock, and I really had to reach inside it. So I filed a lot of material off of here just to be able to get in there to tension that first disc. Anyway, Rodney, there you go. Your Kryptonite is pickable. I will now lock it back up and put it back in the mail to you. Appreciate you sending this in. Everybody else, stay safe, stay legal.